Okay, these are some type of questions you'll find in the final exam. Number 1, Jimmy earns $80 for 8 hours of work. At that rate, how many hours will it take Jimmy to earn $320? So setting it up, we have $80 for 8 hours of work. So it's $80 for 8 hours of work. All right, and then also at how many hours will it take Jimmy to earn $320? So $320 takes how many hours? So now we need to solve for x. So if you remember, the one diagonal of x goes on the bottom, and the other two go on top. 8 times 3, 20. And now we solve. Actually, we're just simplifying, but 8 goes into 80. 8 goes in here once. 8 goes into 80 10 times. Then we have 10 into 320. Well, 10 goes in here once, and 10 goes into 320 32 times. So your answer is 32. So it's going to take him 32 hours. 32 hours to earn $320. And many of you can figure that out because he's making $10 an hour. $10 an hour, how long does it take to get $320? It would take 32 hours. Okay, number 2, it says solve 4 is to x as 9 is to 27. These are fractions. 4 is to x as 9 is to 27. So now all we do is solve. Let's see. We know that the diagonal number, diagonal of x, goes at the bottom. So 9 goes at the bottom, and then the other two numbers go on top. And we see that 9 will go into 27 3 times. So now we have 4 times 3. That's 12. So 4 is to 12 as 9 is to 27. Number 3, a bicycle costs $150. Remember that. Last week it was on sale at 30% off. 30% off of that. How much was deducted from the original price? So we're basically trying to find 30% of $150. That's what we want to find. That's how much was deducted. There's many ways of doing this, but if you want 30%, that's 0.30 in decimal terms. Of means times, put a dot there, times 150. So 0.30 times 150. So if I do that, multiply that. Remember, the shortcut is to, if you have a 0 there, just put a 0 right there. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Move the decimal over twice. 1, 2. So it's 45. The answer is $45. That's 30% of 150. That's how much was deducted. $45. Okay, number 4, simplify the square root. So let's see, 12, well, let's see, that's 2 times 6. 2 times 6, sorry. And x to the third, that's x, right? That's 3 x's. And right away you can see that you have 2 x's right now. That can pull out. Remember, if you have a pair, they can jump out. So I'll just pull out that pair right now. So this x right here comes out. And what do I have left in there? I have 2 times 6. Well, you know what? 6 can be broken down. That's 2 times 3 is 6. So really, this is 12. 2 times 2 times 3. That's 4 times 3. That's 12. And then I have one more x in there still left. Okay, I have a pair. I have a pair of 2's right there. So this pair of 2's can jump out. If it jumps out, I'm going to have 2, and I'm going to have x, 2 times x. Because whatever's outside here, you multiply. What's left inside? If this pair jumps out, what's left inside is just a 3 and an x. And there's your answer. So whatever you have a pair of, pull them out. And then when they're on the outside, they multiply by each other. Okay, we want to simplify this. Here's the steps. First of all, move any negative exponents, and then reduce. So move the negative exponents. So, you know what, I'm just going to rewrite this down below here. 4 over 24. And let's see, is that a negative exponent? No. So, you know what, that can stay right there. This one has a negative exponent, so what you're going to have to do then is bring it up. That's what we mean by moving it. And when you bring it up, it becomes positive. Now let's take a look at this b. Hey, this b is negative exponent, so you have to bring it down. Bring it down below. So now it becomes a positive 4 when you bring it down. This one's already positive. This b, so just leave it down below. We're only moving the negative ones. This one is positive, so leave it up there. And this one is positive, so leave it down there. And by the way, that's c to the 1. Okay, so we just moved all the negative exponents. We changed sides and made them positive. Okay, so we did that. Now the next thing is to reduce. So let's see, 4 goes in here once, and 4 goes in there, excuse me, 6 times. So we have 1 over 6. Now what about the a's? I have 5 a's on top and another a on top. So that's a total of a to the 6 up on top. How about the b's? Well, they're all down the bottom. How many b's do I have? I have 4 and 3. 4 times 4 and 3 makes 7. All right, and then I have c's. I have c's on top and the bottom. But I have one more on the top. So it's just c on top. And that is it. That's our answer. And you don't even need this 1 right there. So it's a6c over 6b to the 7th.